Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on my favorites for January. This is kind of like a hits and misses for me. I like to include the things that I didn't like so much as well, just because I want to share my thoughts and kind of see if you guys have the same experience with these products as I did, or if you know of a way to make these products work for me so that you can suggest that, because if I can't return it, I end up getting stuck with it and then I hate having to throw it away after I've spent my money on it. So it kind of helps me out too to see if you can maybe give me some recommendations or some suggestions on what I can do different to get the product to work for me, if that makes sense. So today I'm going to be sharing with you the things that I really loved in the month of January and the things that I really didn't like too much as well. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is in no particular order. I kind of just have everything in a bag and I'm just going to pull them out, and as they come out, I'm going to go ahead and talk about them. So the first thing that I pulled out is these two setting powders. This one here is the Coty Airspun translucent powder, which I know is like huge. Everybody's using this. It's either this or the Laura Mercier powder. This one is a great alternative if you don't want to spend the $30-something for the Laura Mercier. And this one is available at like Walmart, Walgreens, Target. I think it's more of a drugstore powder. And then this one is the Buttercup Setting Powder by Sasha Cosmetics. The translucent powder, the Coty Airspun, doesn't really have a tint to it, whereas the Sasha Buttercup powder does. It has more of a yellow tint, so it's perfect for highlighting. But I really like the combination of these two together, just because this one, if I'm a little lighter, it's more yellow on me than I would like. So I mix this with it to create like basically my perfect shade, if that makes sense. But I love using these two together, and I basically mix like equal parts of the powders just to create my like perfect setting powder shade. So another product that I have been absolutely obsessed with ever since I bought it and I tried it on, and I love the way this looks. I'm currently wearing it so you can kind of tell what it looks like. This is a lip gloss by ColourPop and it is in the shade WeHo. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not really sure, but that's what it says and that's just how I would pronounce it. But it's a really pretty like nude color. It's very pretty. It's more of like a peachy brown nude. I love the way that this goes on. I love the way that it feels. It's not super sticky, but it lasts a really long time, which is good because I hate whenever I apply a lip gloss and it's too like liquidy and then it just kind of comes off. It feels really nice on the lips, and this is like the perfect nude lip gloss for me. So I really love this lip gloss. The next two items are two brushes. This one here is a Tarte eyeliner brush, or not eyeliner, eyebrow brush. It's got dual ended, so it's got the spoolie on one side and the angled brush on the other. I like that it's very like stiff but not too stiff. It gives me a lot of control when I'm doing my eyebrows, so I really like this end of the brush, and then the spoolie, of course, to brush out the product and kind of put them in place. But this has just been my favorite eyebrow brush lately. Honestly, I don't know if eyebrow brushes are very different. I mean, I guess there are that are, you know, kind of different, but for the most part, they all kind of seem to be very similar. But for whatever reason, this one is just my favorite eyebrow brush. It's just the one that I tend to use more often. I have like 12 or 15 brushes that I can use for my eyebrows. I just always seem to grab this one. So I don't know what it is about this brush, but it's my favorite eyebrow brush. And then the Anastasia A23 brush. This is the highlighting brush. I got this not last year, but the year before for their Black Friday sale with one of their illuminators. And it's just my favorite one. I've tried like two others that are really good for highlighting, but this one is just the one that I grabbed the most. It just blends out my highlighter so much better, and it's just really nice and soft. Like, I love the way that this feels. So this is just the brush that I've really been using lately, and I love the way that it makes the highlighter go on. It's just really nice, so it's my favorite brush. The next thing is this Mary Kay Lash Love Lengthening Mascara. I had no clue that this had like little fibers in it until we went to like a class or something, and I heard that that was part of what made it lengthen your lashes, is that it had the fibers. And usually I'm not really a big fan of the whole fiber mascara kind of thing, just because they tend to kind of flake on your like your lower eye area and stuff. So I usually don't go towards those type of mascaras just because of the whole fallout and flaking and everything. But this one doesn't do that on me. So I don't know if any of you have tried it or what your experience was, but for me personally, this doesn't do that. And the fibers, you can't really tell that they're there. You can barely see them, but once you're applying it, you really can't see them. So it doesn't look clumpy. They don't look spidery. And this makes my lashes look so long. One thing that it does not do, but it doesn't claim to do that, is it doesn't give it very much volume. So usually I'll go in with another mascara first, like a volumizing mascara, and then I'll go in with this. And that's what gives me that whole volume and lengthening effect. But I really like it, like if I'm not wearing too much makeup, or if I just want to throw on some mascara real quick just to kind of look somewhat decent when I'm running errands or whatever. This is the mascara that I use because I love the way that it makes my lashes look. And it doesn't have like the crazy fallout or flakes on the lower part or anything. Now I know this has been out for like ever, but for whatever reason I just recently started using it again. This is the Milani Baked Bronzer in Soleil. It is so pretty, you guys. And I don't know about you, but I'm not the type of person that only uses bronzers in the summer. Like, I use bronzers all year round. Like, I don't care. And if it is something that I don't really want to use specifically as a bronzer, I use it as a blush just to kind of give me that bronzy blush look, or I'll use it under or on top of another blush. But this is what that looks like. It's very, very pretty. It definitely has some shimmer to it, but it's really nice. Not like crazy pigmented, and you probably can't see it too well on my skin just because it's, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. Just because it isn't like super orange or anything. It's a very pretty sheer glowy bronzer. So like I said, I like putting this on top of another bronzer or using it like as a blush. It's too dark to use it as a highlight, obviously. But if you're of a darker skin tone, you could definitely use this to kind of like give you that glow. But I love this bronzer, and for whatever reason, like I said, I just hadn't really been using it too much. And then as of lately, I've just picked it up, and I love wearing this instead of a blush, because I'm not really too much of like a blush kind of girl. Like, I like bronzers. So instead of using like a blush, a color blush, I'll usually throw on some bronzer with a little bit of shimmer. And this is the one that I have really been loving lately. Okay, so the next product, this is definitely a bronzer. This one is one of my favorite bronzers ever. It's the Bahama Mama bronzer by The Balm Cosmetics. I think I've had this for a little over a year, and it's definitely time to get a new one because I'm almost done with it. But I love this bronzer so much. It's not orange, it's not muddy, and it's just like the perfect shade for my skin tone. It goes on really nicely and blends out really well. And I just love the color, so it doesn't look like muddy on me. It's not super, super dark. It's just like perfect for my skin color. And then I like using this for like in the crease whenever I'm not wearing too much eye makeup. I definitely need to pick another one of these up because I'm almost out. But this is just the bronzer that I have been using so much lately, and I really like it. So I need to get another one because this is by far one of my favorite brands. Okay, next is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is the HD concealer. This concealer is really nice, you guys, and it's so inexpensive. I think I paid like $3 or $4 for this. I can't remember, but I got this at my local beauty supply store. Most of them carry a lot of the LA Girl products, so just walk into your local beauty supply and you should be able to find these concealers. But they're so inexpensive, but they work so well. They have really good coverage, they blend out really easily, and they're just a good concealer. I mean, for the price, I know some concealers that I've paid like $20 to $30 for, and they're not as good as this. And like I said, this is only like $3 or $4, something like that. But I really like this one. This one is in the shade Creamy Beige. This has a little bit of a peachy undertone, so I like to use this underneath another concealer to kind of cancel out the darkness underneath my eyes. But I really like this concealer. And another reason why I really like it is because of the applicator. So it's got this little like brush tip applicator, and when it's flattened out, it's, you know, flattened and comes to like a flattened, what is it, like flat brush top? I don't know what I'm saying, but it's really nice for underneath the eyebrows or cleaning up like your eyeliner. The brush just makes it so much easier to get like a straight line or to clean up. So I really like the applicator on these concealers as well. This one is another one that I need to go pick up because it's almost out, and I'm literally like having to push the product out now. So I need to go stop by and get another one of these. And usually I don't have a problem with creasing, but because of the lines that I do have underneath my eyes, regardless of what concealer I'm wearing, I always set it. So this is definitely one that you should pick up if you haven't. I know they've been around and everybody's been talking about them for a really long time. And I've been using it off and on, but just like for the past month, I've really been using this. And I used to only use it under my eyes. And then I don't know where I saw somebody using it underneath their eyebrows to like highlight and clean up and stuff. And I tried it and I absolutely love that. So try this underneath the eyebrows if you have it and you haven't done that yet. And if you haven't tried it, go out and get one. Like I said, it's like $3 to $4 and it's a great buy for the price. So the next thing is the Tarte Maracuja oil. I got this in one of my IPSY bags, I think. And this is basically maracuja oil, and it's used, let's see, it says apply at night, apply 2 to 3 drops in your hands, rub them together and apply to clean dry skin on face and neck. So this is basically like a face oil, or yeah, it's a face oil. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or if the weather has just been really dry, like the air has been really dry lately, but this past winter my face, it just like completely changed. The texture changed, my oiliness, like it was oily and now it's like super dry. My skin has never been this dry before, and nothing's changed. I mean I've changed my diet, but mostly it's like better. I'm eating better, so I don't know if that could cause the change in my skin, but it's just been really dry. My skincare is the same. I love my skincare. The only thing that I was doing a little different because of my dry skin is that I was adding the maracuja oil after my moisturizer. So I just finished this. I think I got this in my December IPSY bag, and I just finished this like, I don't know, I think I've just finished this like 3 or 4 days ago. This stuff saved my skin, you guys. My skin felt so good. It felt so hydrated after using this. Like I would use this after my moisturizer. I'd let it kind of just settle and absorb and everything because I didn't want to apply any primers or makeup on top of it, and I didn't want it to be like too slippery or anything. This, oh my goodness, like I'm seriously gonna go buy the full size because I love this so much. It just did it just made my skin really, really hydrated. Like, it felt so good. And I'd have like dryness as soon as I washed my face, but after I put my moisturizer and I'd put this on it, especially like around my nose and my forehead, like seriously, I don't even know what the deal is with my skin. It just completely like did like a 180 and changed from oily to dry in a matter of months. Oh, so I have no idea what did that. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or if it's the weather. Like, I really don't know, but it did. And this couldn't have come at a better time because I use this every day, and I loved it so much. I mean, if you have really dry skin, try this and see how you like it. It really kept my skin from looking flaky. It kept it from looking dry. I noticed that if I didn't use this, when I would apply my foundation, the foundation would stick to the dry areas of my skin, or it would just look really bad where I didn't exfoliate. And you shouldn't exfoliate every day. So obviously, you know, if you have dryness, you want to get the dead skin off, but you want to prevent that from coming back. So this is what this did for me. I mean, I love this stuff. So I'm definitely going to go pick up the full size of this. I don't even know how much it is, but honestly, if it's like $50, I would definitely pay that because it helped my skin so much this winter. And I really, really, really liked it. All right, so the next favorite of mine for the month of January has been my Fitbit. This is it right here. Obviously, you can tell. So I got this for Mother's Day last year. My sister gave it to me. And at the beginning of the year, as we always, or most of us do, we make like a resolution to get healthier, to lose weight, to exercise more, just to become more active, whether it's to be healthy or to lose weight or whatever. And that was something that my husband and I did this year. We decided that we wanted to live a healthier lifestyle. Obviously, I want to lose a few pounds. I've gained, I think, like 10 pounds in the last 2 years, which may not seem like much, but when you're as little as I am, those 10 pounds can look like 50 or whatever. You know, it just looks like more just because I'm so tiny. Either way, we just wanted to make some changes with the way we eat, being more active, just being healthy. We're getting older, and, you know, with age and not being healthy come, you know, illnesses, and we just wanted to change we just wanted to make like a lifestyle change, I guess you could call it. So anyway, we decided to start working out again. So we signed up at the gym down the street from our house, and we've actually been doing pretty well. I'm pretty proud of us because we get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, we go to the gym, we come home, he goes to work, and I kind of get my day started. And then I go in the evening sometimes with my daughter because she's also decided that she wants to be more active and do some exercise and stuff. So I know I'm like getting way off topic and I'm talking way too much, but anyway, so this is helping me count. Like, I've made it a goal to be active throughout the day, and so I've set up, I think, to like 10,000 steps a day, which it's not bad. Sometimes though I don't get it in because I don't do very much walking. But that's one of the things that I've been wanting to change, is I need to get up more and stop sitting on the couch and like watching Teen Mom and Grey's Anatomy. And you know they have Grey's Anatomy on all day, so you can sit there and watch the episodes. And if you're like me, I'll watch season 1 over and over again, even though I've seen it. And this has just been helping me keep track of my steps. Also, my water intake. I've been wanting to drink more water because I'm really, really bad at drinking the amount of water that I'm supposed to. So this helps me out as well. It helps me keep track of the water that I'm drinking. So if I'm not quite there, you know, then I'll chug a bottle real quick, or I'll just kind of like carry my water bottle with me so that I make sure that I'm drinking something at all times. So, which brings me to my next favorite for the month of January. I was getting to the point to where I was drinking so much water that it was making me nauseous. Like, I'm just like, I can't drink any more water. And that was kind of where I started to like slow down on the amount of water that I was drinking, because I was like getting nauseous from having all this water. It doesn't taste like anything. And sometimes I would squeeze a little bit of lemon juice in it, but lemon juice, too much of that is bad for your stomach. It's bad for your teeth. So I got on Facebook and I'm like, guys, I need help. Somebody help me. What can I put in my water so that I can drink it, so that it doesn't taste like nothing? And somebody suggested the Mio drops. I picked 3 of these up in 3 different flavors, and this is what I've been drinking like whenever I need to drink water but I'm not really in the mood for it. This is what I've been putting in my water, and these are really good. It says to put like 2 squirts in it per 16 ounces or 8 ounces or something like that. I can't remember. But I've tried it to put, I've done the 2 squirts and it just seems like it's too sweet. So I'll get like a 16-ounce bottle of water and I'll just squeeze it in one time, and it gives it that like flavored water taste. So it's not super sweet, but it gives it just enough flavor to where it doesn't taste like nothing. But I really, really like these, you guys. So thank you to those who suggested that I try these, because this has really been helping my husband and I drink more water, just because it like has some flavor. So thank you for suggesting these drops. We really, really like them. So that's pretty much it for my favorites. And now I want to talk about a couple of things that I tried within the past month that I really didn't like. And I'm not saying that these are horrible products. They just didn't work for me. Like, I didn't like the way that they looked on myself, or just they were just different and just didn't work for me. So if they worked for you, that's great. Maybe you can tell me what I should have done different, and maybe I'll give it a shot and hopefully love it as much as you do. But as of right now, these 2 products just did not work. So the first thing is this Revlon Color Stay Liquid Liner. I bought this because I was out of my NYC and I couldn't find it anywhere, and I needed an eyeliner because I was completely out. So I got this one. I don't know why I thought that it was gonna be a brush. It was gonna be a brush tip applicator. It's not. It's a felt tip, and it's very thick, so it makes it really hard to create that like fine wing liner. It also didn't glide on very easily on top of eyeshadow. I felt like it skipped a lot. It's not as matte and as black as I like my eyeliner. So this one, just for my preference, it just didn't, I didn't really like it. And then another thing that I really didn't like, and I don't have that product with me because I actually did take that back to the store to return it, because I tried it for a few days and it just was not working. But it's the Wet n Wild Photo Finish, Photo Ready or Photo Focus. I can't even remember the name, but I'll insert a picture of it right here so you know what I'm talking about. This foundation just really did not work for me. It was awful on my skin. I've seen a lot of videos where people love the foundation, which is why I went out, picked it up, and wanted to try it so badly, because I had seen everybody talking good things about it and how it looked beautiful, and it really did look really nice on my skin when I first applied it. It was after a couple of hours where I would start to notice things that I didn't like about the foundation. I'm not going to go too much into detail about what I did and didn't like. There's a video on my channel if you want to go and check that out. I will link it down below. It's basically a first impressions and everything on the foundation. And then there's also like an update in the description box, because I did try it for a couple of days after that, but it just didn't work for my skin, and I was really sad because I heard so many good things about it. So I really wanted to love it, but it just, for whatever reason, just did not work for me. But yeah, so those were my hits and misses for the month of January. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.